All right, and we're back. And in the last episode, I showed you how to get your project from Unreal Engine 5 all the way to Unreal Engine 5.1. And in this episode, what I want to show you how to do is how to play a video on a screen. So say if we had like a screen right here, we want to be able to play a video. Like what if you recorded a video on your phone and you wanted to play it in your game? Let's do something like that today. So I'm going to make my screen first things first. And I'll hang it right here from the ceiling. Okay. Now, first thing we need to do is open up your content browser. Go to your content folder. And we need to right click and make a new folder. And this one should be called movies. Okay. Now that you have your movies folder, that's good. We need to right click that folder and say show in Explorer. This way it will pop it up on your desktop. From there, add your video that you want to add to the game into that folder. So you put your video into your project folder and you should be good there. Come back into Unreal, and what we'll do is in our movies folder, we'll right click and we'll go all the way down to media to file media source. It's the first one. Double click on your file media source and that will open up like this. And you want to click on the three dots here and then select your video and press open. Save, and you can close that. Now before we go forward, make sure, because you're in 5.1, we may have to make a couple tweaks to our project settings. So in your project settings, edit project settings, go all the way down to where it says platforms, then Windows, and make sure your right here target RHIs is on DirectX 11. That will work perfectly with what we're doing. It's going to ask you to restart your engine if you have to switch it. So just restart your engine right now. Cool. But once that's in there, DirectX 11, you'll have your movies folder. And we need to right click in our movies folder and go to media and click on media player. Make sure this checkbox is ticked and then press OK. Now double click on your media player. And then you'll see your file down here. All you have to do is double click on your file and it'll start playing.
You have been captured against your will. You'll never break out. You will never see the light of day.
Okay, sick. So that's the video I want to add into the game. So we can just minus sign off of that. And the next thing we need to do is we can take this texture here and add it to this square. So to the cube, I just put the video texture up there. And now my video is up here. But we're not finished. We need to tell the engine to play the video. Okay? So just because it's there doesn't mean it'll play. So, to get it for testing, we can go ahead and go to Open Level Blueprint. Event begin play. What we need to do in our level blueprint is we need to make a new variable, or wherever you're going to tell the video to play. You can do this in a trigger box, you can do this anywhere, but I'm going to do this in the level blueprint for testing. So let's make a new variable called media player. And for the type, just type in media player. And then what you want is the media player object reference. I'm sorry about those people outside doing the lawn. I can't help that. Anyways, for the media player right here, you want to select the one that you just made and compile, save. And you want to drag off that media player and say get media player, and then drag off of that and say open source. Right after event begin play, hook up your open source and hook in your input mode. Then for the media source, make sure you choose the media source that you made. Compile and save. And then lastly, for this cube, we want it to have the sound, and we want the sound to be playing. So we need to add a component to this cube. So add a component, and we're going to call it, I think it's called media sound. Yes, media sound. And for the media sound that you want, just select the media player. There you go. So let's double check that our stuff is working all correctly. Double click on your media player. Double click.
You have been
Okay.
captured against your will.
So
You'll never break out. You will never see the light of day.
now when we press play, the video should show up here on our screen.
You have been captured against your will. You'll never break out. You will never see the light of day.
And there's your video plan right on the screen. And you can code it up to come down. Like I'm eventually probably going to code my screen to come down, and then he's going to start talking. But that's how you get your own custom video inside of Unreal Engine 5.1. Hope you guys learned something, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.